Crisco, Des, and Wes. It's the After Hours Podcast. They'll make you laugh, they'll make you cry, they'll make you wonder why they said that. We got a big guy, new guy, mom, and a pigeon guy morning show on KS95. Sit back and relax, cause it's time for the After Hours Podcast. Yeah.
Stop looking all happy in your stupid videos. Now that we're doing videos, you're like, oh, we love this. After you were just being a huge D to me off the...
Wow.
Alex was in the room trying to help us set this up because now you can watch the podcast. And Alex from our afternoon show was in here trying to explain everything. And you guys are like over here, like, yeah, jokesy.
I don't like it when he's like this. He gets so crabby.
Oh my God, sidebar.
Yeah.
It's because we have to do something new.
I know.
And he's like, I
my
need
God.
Because I
it's
want to
not
know
even-
how. I want to know how.
It's
When I'm
all
over
we
here
have to do is
driving
hit
90% of
recording.
the equipment, I have to know how to drive it. Do you think
How
that the
now,
guy...
brown cow?
Do you think the
God.
captain just gets on board a cruise ship and he just goes, you know what? I'm going to wing it because
Are
I got the
you-
loudmouth catering guy in the background?
Are you
Oh, you know what they have at
Wait
the
a minute.
buffet tonight?
Are you not? Oh, because I'm fat. I get
Oh,
it.
wait. He's the captain and you're the catering guy?
I'm the
What am I,
catering guy.
the director of entertainment?
Yes.
No, you're his entertainment. Oh my God. Our first recording and you swore. Come on. We're going to get fired from our own podcast.
We have a double. The podcast and video now. You just said the S word. Good.
And I'm
good.
noticing that it's like a 12-second delay on these cameras.
Oh, boy.
All I know is I wasn't trying to be rude. You get so, first of all, you're the first person to tell every one of us, including Pidge, when he has a meltdown, that nobody's performing heart surgeries and nobody's dying in here.
Unless we need one.
97% of equipment I finish and cover for you when you're not here. It's like 5 buttons. Number 2,
And I've
you've
heard
been
it.
it's bad.
You don't
I'm not
drive,
saying
you don't
I'm
drive
good.
the cruise ship as well as I do.
You
Captain
are-
Stooping over here is making things happen.
Say stupid or stupid?
Stupid.
Captain Stupid. I'm sorry. You just get so angry. And then he starts talking about our ADD and how it's so hard for the unbelievable Wes McCain to wrangle in his 2 cohorts.
Well, you can't say awesome without Wes.
That
That's
is true. Capital W-E-S.
W.
U-E-S. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
I
that's
don't love
neat.
looking at these videos. I'll be honest.
You can turn it off.
I
You don't
already-
have to have it up. So-
I have mine covered. I can't see myself at all. So
Hey,
if
can I
I
shut my screen off?
No, you got to keep your screen on. That's the whole point of this.
No, I
you
meant
don't have to
like-
look
yeah.
at it.
It's
Just-
hard.
put a different website up, put our text over it. Then you don't see
Oh,
it.
we don't want to know the sites he's looking at while we're here. Remember, he was looking at feet this morning because the weird, creepy foot fetish guy.
You
Oh,
can
yeah.
show them.
Oh, I don't
This
have it on
isn't-
there anymore.
oh, dang
Yeah.
it.
I
This
should have
is
taken a photo.
a little bit fun that we can show things like, oh,
We
Here
also
I
have to
am.
not pay super close attention to the cameras because we sound ancient. Like we've never heard of recording a
Is this
podcast
thing
ever.
on?
We're like, holy moly. Des is gone.
Des
Your
is
camera
gone.
just blocked you out.
What the heck?
But
She's
is
back.
that we sound, we're
what?
like,
Where am I
oh
at?
by golly, there's cameras watching us.
Hmm.
Yeah. I love that you
Wait,
just
you
went
wanna-
away.
You want
Yeah.
to tell everybody what you said about me earlier?
I said that because she put makeup on for the fact that we were going to be on
a
camera.
little mascara.
Which you
Well-
can't even tell with these very bright lights.
But
But she put on a lip gloss or a lipstick,
lip oil.
lip oil. And I said, it looks very beautiful. It looks nice.
And that's the things we discuss when you're over there going, wow, what does this button do? He's like, you look very nice in that lip stuff. And I said, oh my God.
If
thank
I
you
don't
so
give
much.
you 2 undivided attention all the time, you're like, what's he even doing over there?
No, it's
God,
because
he
I'm
can't even talk to us.
trying to stay. Why is it me all the time? I didn't say anything.
This is too sweet.
I'm trying. Oh, you should hear her when you're not around. I'm just kidding. Let's give you a compliment sandwich because I
Okay.
don't want this to be angry yelling for our first video debut of us going, rah, rah, rah. You run the ship very well. Okay.
You run a tight ship.
Compliment sandwich. So it's 2 good things and a bad sandwiched in the middle. So I'm going to give you the bad now. Okay. So you run things. You are very scatterbrained yourself. So when you do one thing outside of what we're doing, then you're like, and just sit there quietly. And we'll be like, hey, we have a question. Hey, did you want to do this? Hey, Wes, we have this. And so then we're annoying in that camp because we're like asking 8 questions and he'll just ignore you to the point where he goes, what? I'm doing something. Okay, got it. Another compliment. That is a great set of facial hair. That
That's the only
is a
thing.
compliment.
That's what you
sandwich.
could come up with, huh?
That is.
You know what? No.
You have bedded nearly 3 women.
What? That's you.
Congratulations. That's way more than me. Way more.
This is it. That's a nice set of facial hair.
It's well, no, I mean like what you
How
have the
about-
best 3 nipples in radio.
Thank you.
You-
Thank you very much.
And I know a few more that have 3 nipples.
Oh,
You're
really?
the best.
Oh, she's tweaked them all.
Oh,
She's
God.
tweaked them all
Ew.
across the Twin Cities.
Sick.
She's like, well, if there's a 3-nippled radio DJ, I know who they are, and I've tweaked them all.
You know what's funny that
Ew.
you always think that I'm focused on something. You're like, everything okay? And I'm like, because I can't multitask. You know what I've discovered that is in the morning when I'm getting ready, I put mouthwash in, right? And I can't mouthwash and put my vitamins in my hand at the same time. Like I'll have mouthwash in my mouth and I have to pour out of the container and I have to stop.
You're shaking your head.
Or that's in my hand. Then I go back to mouthwashing. I can't. And I've tried. I've actually thought about it. I'm like, okay, here we go. Swishing, swishing, swishing. I can't.
If there was ever a moment you realized why it took us until almost May of 2025 to do our first recording, that's because we have people on our show who can't mouthwash and vitamin at the same time.
And well, if we're gonna, if this is a safe place.
Yeah, we're pulling the curtain back.
And you guys know, I don't know if Wes knows this, but I cannot walk and drink anything at the same time. I have, like, say we're at the fair and we get an adult bevy, or I just go get a coffee and we go on a walk.
You stop.
I have to stop. I take a drink and then I can continue walking.
I don't know if I knew that because you talk about your walk-tails all the time.
Yeah, but I'd stop, take a little sip. Actually, doing a
How is that
walktail.
possible?
I thought it was always because it was too full when we did it at the
No.
fair. But now I
Nope.
remember you would stop because I would stop with you every time. I'm like, I should keep stopping.
Yep, every time. And that's probably why I don't drink very much when we go on a little walk with a
Well, that's
walktail.
rich.
Yeah.
That's
No, no,
rich.
Maybe
on
it's
a
because you drank
walktail.
too much and you can't trust yourself to walk and
No,
drink. She's
on
like,
a walktail,
oh,
I
God.
don't.
oh boy. Is that what happened to Debbie? Was she having a cocktail before she got there? She's like, oh, trip.
No, she wasn't drinking before she went to an establishment.
Oh, because nobody's ever had a beverage before they got to a
Oh, I
restaurant.
thought you meant had she been like they walked there.
No,
That's what
no,
I thought
no.
you were saying.
I was saying, like, did she? I've never heard that in all the years I've known you that you can't take a sip and walk.
Yeah. Taylor learned that about me the first day he met me because we met at the fair where we were having said drinks, and I would just walk, and I'd quick stop and take a drink, and he'd be like, "What? What are you doing?"
But then it's a
Can't
stop.
you do it or
I
won't
can't.
you do
No,
it?
I can't. It's
Don't
like
get up
It's
and
like my
drink your
mouthwash
coffee.
and vitamin
I
thing.
don't
This
have
is a
anything in
perfect
there.
video thing.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
on
there's
camera.
nothing in
I
there.
don't have anything in there, so it's kind of hard to take a drink. Can anybody have
Here,
a
spit
drink?
in her mouth.
Ready?
Baby
you were
bird
just
me.
ready. That's not drinking.
Do you
by
have
the way.
something you multitask very well in then, though? Because I'm trying to think of the thing I do really well. Like, I'm astonished what we can actually do while driving. And I'm not talking about texting or
Yeah.
eating, but I'm just saying, like, we're driving along and you could be like adjusting the radio and the air conditioning and the seat warmer. And because there's so many dials and gadgets in cars now that we can do so many different things while the car is actually going down the road, which is scary in itself.
It is.
But we can do so many things and our mind is moving so fast. But then I can't mouthwash and vitamin at the same damn time.
Right. And I can't walk and take a sip.
Right.
But I can hand my kids 15 different snacks, have adjust
Right.
their songs, gotten Taylor Swift on, and we're ready to rock. But I can't walk and
I can
take
have
a sip.
14 things cooking on the stovetop
Yeah.
oven of
Right.
the air fryer, and I can keep it all and get it all to come out at the same time, but I can't mouthwash and vitamin.
This is a safe space, right?
Yeah.
I'll share one that's equally embarrassing. I can't walk 10,000 steps a day.
It's not multitasking.
That's
That's
just
just you being
walking.
lazy.
Just walking.
This is a safe space. What
Sorry,
the hell?
it is not so safe.
But
We'll
you-
call it a not so safe space.
But you can't offer something that has nothing to do
It does
with
too.
anything.
That's called multitasking.
How?
Both feet at the same time? That's impossible.
It'd be harder to walk with one foot.
It's-
Why
5,000
don't you
steps.
ask my dad how hard it was?
5,000. Do you think he got 5,000 steps a day?
Probably not in his lifetime, but still, he walks as much as he could.
Does that count, by the way, if you have one leg, you only have to get 5,000 steps in a day to lose weight?
That's a great point.
Does it count? Does the other side?
What if you?
Yeah, how do you
have your
make sure you get
watch-
the
It's
step?
like, hey, if I would have had that second leg, I would have had 10,000.
This is why Apple needs to come out with an ankle bracelet or something like
Yeah.
that, so you could just walk around and get those on that one ankle, and it
Huh.
should double click it like a skip it. You know what I mean? The
Mhm.
skip its we had when we were kids.
Oh, those are so fun.
Another thing he couldn't do because he only had the one leg. He had
or
an
was he
artificial
really
leg.
good with it?
Oh, he'd have been great with it. He never had to really hop.
Just takes his
Just-
one leg off. He's like, I'm nailing it. I broke the record, guys. I got it. We couldn't afford skip it. Not that I wanted it, but we couldn't afford it. I'd see everybody at school have them, and I was like, anything cool in the childhood we had to play with at school. That was a true story. Our friends would be like, "Oh my god, our parents bought us 6 skip-its." I'm like, "Yeah, totally. I left mine at home."
Yeah. Buddy, like, what did you have?
Oh man.
You seem
Like
like
the-
a Jart family to me.
Yeah,
Not Shark. I said Jart.
No, we were the Shard family for sure. Sharted all over the place.
Do you remember Jart lawn darts?
yeah, I don't.
I
They
don't think-
definitely don't seem like they were
Oh,
out
you
in the
can- because they
backyard
were the
doing
most-
activities.
They were the most dangerous toy in history.
Okay.
So I feel like because they were cheap to
mother
buy.
bleepers.
Actually, those were not things that were around when we played stuff
You had
like
rocks.
horseshoes.
Just
Oh,
rocks
yeah.
and throwing each other. No, we were out in the yard all the time. Believe it or not. Just being
Pulling the
morbidly
plows.
fat, obese people. We were outside getting fresh air once in a while. We would be on slipping. That's all we do is slip and slides.
Oh, that
You'd
was
get
fun.
like the red. It was like
Is there a red one that was
There was
not-
no. There was a. It was.
Did you
I'm
just get a
starting
tarp?
to- no, I'm. Oh,
was.
thank you. That was
No,
my
that's
clothing.
what we did.
No, you didn't.
We had
Um,
huge plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time,
Ours was like a set of like. Again, this is hard to admit because now I'm seeing it. It was all food themed things. So there was like a ketchup and a mustard slip and slide, and you would slide down them. So one was red and one
Oh,
was
Did
yellow.
you actually go through ketchup and mustard, not water?
oh,
No, I'd go through it, but on my food typically. No, it was water. We'd fly down and we'd get like one Nerf gun for all three of us and be like, I got you. We were so bored in our backyard one time. I was practicing casting with my fishing rod
Well, it's fun. Yeah, practice.
and I hooked my brother.
We've all hooked.
Oh, you didn't
somebody.
have like a weight on it? You just had the hook on it still?
Yeah, I just had the hook because I was just practicing. I was just like, and so I took it and I flung it behind me
Ah,
and it hooked on his lip. Like, I don't even know how I couldn't try it to do that again if I wanted.
right.
And it just randomly, and it might have been like his cheek. I don't think that would have been impressive as hell if I hooked him on the lip. I'm
He's
like, I
like,
got me
"Got
a
a big one."
marlin. Oh boy. But it got him and oh my God, you could hear him scream, which overreaction.
No, it hurts.
I know it hurts, but I mean, he
Did the barb
screamed.
go through?
Oh,
Just the
'cause
hook
it's
went
the
into his
unhook.
cheek.
The unhook if the
Oh.
barb
Yeah.
went through. You
I
have
think
to
it
cut
did. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
bad. It was bad. I know it was bad, but my God. Act like he's never been hooked before. Jesus.
By who?
I know. Did I ever tell you I was a terrible? This is going to be a confession that I probably shouldn't.
This is just what the title of this will be is,
These are our
Say-
confessions.
or is this a safe place?
Is this a
Question
safe
mark?
place? I had a bit of a temper as a child.
No.
I know.
We had no clue.
My brother and I and a bunch of our friends when we were kids were playing baseball up at Newell Park where we grew up. And he beamed me in the back accidentally. He beamed me in the back with a baseball. And I was like, I couldn't rationalize it in my brain. As you guys have seen, I have terrible temper sometimes.
It's gotten so much
It's
better.
gotten so much better.
I don't
so
think
much
Wes
better.
has even really experienced
No,
Not
you-
really.
No,
the lash outs of like, I wish you were dead.
I never said I wish you were dead. I
I
just
wish
brought
you'd
up
get ran
Taylor.
over by a truck or
Well,
a bus.
You said that to her?
Here's
In
the problem.
passing.
It's irrational anger. It's irrational anger. But the problem is it's when somebody doesn't give a crap what you say or looks at you like you're just the stupidest person in the world. Like Des has an innate ability. Even if like one day we were like, oh my God, it's going to be blah, 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 blah. And Crisco's going to be the person giving you commands. Des would be like, oh, good one. Crisco, the boss. Look at Crisco. Oh, I'm a boss. It's never going to happen. She's done it a million times. Even when Ryan was gone the first week of vacation we ever worked together, she goes, oh, I'm going to listen to Crisco. Oh, good one. So
He
it's,
did put his boss pants on, and I'm like, you're not the boss of me.
but that's the problem. None of us are the boss of anybody. That's
Exactly.
why it's
Well-
going to be perfect when I leave one day.
I was brought in to be in charge.
And that failed epically
Oh,
the first
look at
3
Wes,
months.
right?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody see it's like it doesn't matter. And
kidding.
so I didn't have great anger
Oh.
reactions because then I would be like, I would think of like, what's the shock and awe thing?
Or like,
It
what's
wasn't
the
like-
worst thing she can
It would be like, it'd be, I was terrible. I get it. I've gotten way better.
so much. I mean,
So
you
much
haven't
better.
done anything.
Were you
like that in so
legitimately
long.
mad or were you just being
was-
funny?
I was frustrated because there were points in time and it's my own inner workings, right? It's my own inner demons. If I feel like it's being cornered and it's not funny anymore
Yeah.
in my own brain, doesn't matter what you're saying. There were points in time where we all pick on each other and we give each other, oh,
Totally.
we both got Des. But there are times if I felt like there was no defense or anything I said, people would be like, oh, good one, whatever. Then I'd start getting pissed. And I'd start being like, yeah, okay, well, Taylor's cheating on you in Sturgis. And I would say the most outrageously random, because at that point, and I know this is so irrational, I hear it. I just was like, okay, well, you're going to keep making fun of me and calling me stupid, then I'm going to make you feel awful. And it would be like the same thing I did to my sister. I look back, it was all channeled in the same thing. My sister would say the meanest crap to me ever. I'd be like, yeah, well, you're just a big tub of lard. And I'd be like, oh God, why did I say that? So that was my reaction. Go back to my brother. He beamed me on accident in the back with a ball.
Keyword accident.
Accident. I then charged the mound and hit him in the back with a baseball bat. I literally struck him and he dropped down to the ground. And I paused and then ran like an Olympic sprinter. I didn't even go home. I ran so far away. I felt awful because he started crying. I was like,
my bad.
I'm now realizing this is probably not a great reaction to what happened. So I had it, yeah.
But look at you.
Yeah.
Being able to look back and know that you've come so far and you've changed so much.
Oh, God.
Because we all, let's
I
be
want to
real.
go back.
We all can be a-holes and we don't mean to be.
We kind of had similar upbringings, but yeah, mine was more gangster because I was like 9 years old or something. And I was at the local hockey rink, Eastview hockey rink, and a dude talked smack about my sister who was in her class. She's 5 years older than me. Dan McCoy, turd, you know who you are. And he said something about my sister when we were in the warming house and we had our skates on. Went out, played some hockey, and then I was like, well, it was almost time for me to go home, and Dan was still out there playing. So I took off my skates. He didn't see me coming. I came with the hockey stick, wham, right across the middle of his back, and I took off running because you know what? He had skates on. You're not catching me. Never went back to Eastview again.
I'm
playground is
loving
officially out of
all of the sharing that we have had, and I appreciate you supporting me in this. And now my favorite part is I didn't even realize I forgot we were on camera. Now everybody's going to get to see the Des cough clip.
I know, I already
She's
saw that.
trying to move over. She's like, excuse me.
Oh, you see the little wave thing? She does it just while we're on the air. I'm like,
hold on 1 second. Hold on.
It happens about this time every
God.
podcast.
It's so funny. It's terrible because I want it to
It's
not
not
be a
fun.
thing.
Oh.
No.
I'm surprised you don't say, oh, I want you to cough to death. Die.
You wouldn't anymore, remember?
Oh, it's weird. It's like the anger has left my body.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like I've been cleansed and
I
healed.
feel like I need to tell you guys something, but I can't think of anything.
You have to have something
I
else. Come
have
on.
to admit.
This is our confession.
Guys, oh no. Are
Oh,
we
what?
at Buffalo Wild Wings right
Oh,
now?
don't bring that up.
Oh boy. I can
Can we
share
go
some things.
Thursday?
Oh, can we?
Maybe?
What do we have Thursday?
Do we have anything? Because that is when we get the discount.
Yes.
Wangies.
Wangs in my mouth.
Wang, wang, wang.
Who doesn't love a wang?
Or a boneless
It is one of those
wang.
weeks, and it happened last week with me. Am I forgetting something? And I forgot something major that I'm thinking right now in my head. I'm like, there is something going on this week on Thursday. Oh, I do. I have to be here at work. It's May 1st. I have to be here at work
For what?
Why?
in the afternoon. I have other duties around here that aren't just about this show.
Are you
Do we
doing
not
the
have-
afternoon show again?
I am not.
What
Do
are
you
you
have a
doing?
second
I
job?
have to be here because I was asked by the boss to be here for very important things.
For what?
No, I have a friend that's going to be here. She's
Oh, yeah.
I was just confused. I'm like,
No,
wow, are we
I have a
being
friend-
let go?
No, I have a friend that's she's a record person, so she has an artist coming in
Oh,
to be
yeah,
out
I
with
know her.
Stacy and Hutch,
Okay.
and I have to see her because I haven't seen her in like 5 years. So
Really nice.
Sounds
Thank
like
you.
a good friend.
we live in different states. Like,
No, there's
Mhm.
FaceTime.
Well,
Then
I feel
again,
like
you
that's
have non-Apple phone.
oh yeah, how's your FaceTime going with Pidge? You keep ignoring his FaceTimes.
No, I FaceTimed him yesterday, even though he told
you
me
said you ignored it, and then you must have called him back.
I called him back, but then he told me he has a beef with me. So we're going to find out what that is tomorrow.
really?
Apparently, I don't know what it is.
Oh,
I don't know
no.
if we talked yesterday. He enjoyed what I called the greatest ice cream treat of all time. You know how they have the frozen Snickers and all that stuff? Like
love those.
they have a frozen Butterfinger.
How did
It
they pull
is-
that off? How?
You
Because
took a
that's-
Butterfinger and you put it
No.
in the freezer.
No,
You
no,
have
no.
to-
It's
ice
a
cream has
peanut
to
butter
be in
ice
it.
cream.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
And then the top isn't the crunchy Butterfinger.
Is it
It's like
Sprinkies?
crushed up.
Yeah.
And then it's like oh my God, it's like a Butterfinger. Like, I don't know what to say
It's
paste,
slower.
but
Puke.
it's real good.
Puke.
You don't like a Butterfinger? That's
Mm.
peanut butter.
We need to talk about the new Oreo.
I'm a Oreo for Oreo.
Oh, me too. I will
No.
do what I need to for this. This Oreo, it says
Don't
it's
tell
the
that to Wes.
perfect mix of sweet and savory, and it's only out for a limited time.
White
Be-
Castle.
Behold, chocolate covered pretzel Oreo.
So what it is, Wes, is the Oreo cookie itself is supposed to taste like a pretzel, and then it's got salt baked on the top of it, and then the middle is chocolate cream.
You got me because I do love pretzels.
Ooh.
And
The
somebody
sweet part I
said,
don't get. It's like I love pretzels, and I did not like the pretzel M&M.
and that's what they said. They
Oh, I
said
haven't
it's
had
not
that.
sweet. It tastes identical to a chocolate covered pretzel.
Well,
they
then
don't
we
know
need
how
to
they did
try
it.
this.
Yeah, I don't know if they're out yet or not, but yeah.
Oh, he's like, normally when we say there's something new, he's like, yeah. And then
I've
later,
tried it
yeah,
already.
he's like, oh, I didn't get that.
Sorry, I'm not going to sit around and miss all these amazing things. But then you find out some things aren't that great. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I went to this hype, and then
Or
the
like
other
I told
thing-
you about the Kit Kat. That was the cotton candy
we
one.
got
Ugh,
'em. There's still a gigantic bag of cotton candy Kit
They're
Kats at
horrible.
my house. My brother's like, these are terrible. I'm like,
terrible.
but is there
They're
another-
out on 5-5. So
Oh,
they're
okay,
out next
5-5.
week.
So next week, Hey, is there a Kroger's here? Because I see
Uh,
all these food things being released, like snacks and all this
Mhm.
stuff.
Do you have a Pick
to
and Save?
Kroger's? No.
Okay. Kroger owns Pick and Save, which is a big Wisconsin brand, but I think the closest one's probably Eau Claire.
I think there's an actual, just a Kroger.
Yeah, they're in like Florida. They're all over the place, but they
Ah.
bought up here in the Midwest. They
Okay.
owned Pick and Saves, which is a big Wisconsin one.
Well, I love that he calls when he's in my town of River Falls. He calls the one grocery store in the middle the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, it just sounds like great. I
It's
don't know if
Piggly
it's
Wiggle is all
I know.
over Milwaukee.
Fresh
There's
Time,
not a
something?
Piggly Wiggly, Family Fresh.
Family
Yeah.
Fresh, yeah.
He's like,
That's
I
just-
stopped
that's-
at the Piggly Wiggly.
That's a mouthful. That's by the way, I have learned the hard way. Giving Dez's children, I gave her so much grief. I'm going to give you an apology.
Why?
I gave you so much grief for how dirty, and I'm going to give you a partial
Yep,
apology.
I know what you're going to say.
Some of the mess that was on there, it's that you could have probably cleaned up. But I will say, I am still finding Nerds clusters in the back of my car.
And they've only been in your car? Oh, only
Once
one time with the Nerds clusters.
and it was
An
10,
8-minute
15
drive.
minute
Yeah.
total drive, everything. Josh is like in the back. He goes, hey, are you eating Nerds clusters back here? I was like, well, I mean, I might have been. That's my own personal business.
Yeah.
Thank you. And secondly, they're not mine. And it's because it was where River was eating them, just tossing them all over the place. I'm like,
He has a few and then they drop. Even yesterday, they were eating chocolate covered pretzels, speaking of, or peanut butter filled pretzels after school in between things.
Say
And
it slower and
They're,
dirtier.
they're passing them back and forth. And I just kept hearing River go, whoop, dropped one. Oh, mom. I'm like, oh my God, just don't step on them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Then they
Just
step on them.
Don't
yeah.
step.
Yeah.
And then what do I discover looking underneath? Oh, there was that blueberry I couldn't find. Stepped, smashed, and under the seat.
kids are the worst for that stuff too, because when we were kids, there was something, one of us was handed something, take this and hold on to it and bring it in the house. It was like leftovers in a Tupperware. I think we were at my grandma's
Oh.
house and we left them at like 3-4 weeks later in the middle of summer. We're like,
Ugh.
is something? Is it? It's rotten in this car. What is this? We had to do a full up and down like inspection, finding it. And then you find the Tupperware with green fuzzy stuff in it. You're like, oh God. Oh God.
Yeah, I think one of
I
my
finished
kids.
it though.
I think
didn't
Bray,
eat
when
it.
he was little, didn't like some of the things I put in his lunch or something like that. And so
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just throw it under the seat and not bring it in with me. And it was like a yogurt or a string cheese or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. And that was pretty nasty a few weeks later.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
River just left his lunch, his leftovers that he hadn't eaten at school over the weekend. And he brought it home yesterday. And I thought it was from yesterday. I opened it up. I'm like, oh, yuck, dude. And he's like, yeah, that just was hanging at school. I'm like, that would have been really nice to know. Thank you so much.
Dusty didn't do it with the Nerds clusters, but I bought her something. And the wrapper, I had already told her that one. The wrapper and the plastic around it both shoved in the seat. And I went, got it? Okay.
It's not just a child. Marie does that in my car every time she's in there.
I do it to Taylor.
I'm like,
too.
can you stop? Can you just take the wrapper
do
and
that
throw
to
Oh,
it
I
out?
Taylor?
don't shove it down. I put it
The
like
door
where
things.
we can see it. Yeah, but then,
Yeah,
then
but you never take it, do you?
no, because there's a magical man named Taylor that like
Thank you.
scoops it out before I can, and he throws it
Oh,
away.
it makes me livid. I'm like, stop putting garbage in the door things.
But isn't it funny? No matter how many times you bring it up or ask them to do something different with it, they're never going to not
No.
do it.
I've never been asked. I just get glared at.
Would it be something, and I'm asking truly, I'm not saying this to be funny. Is it something that one day they're going to snap? Like Taylor and Wes are just going to have a moment
we'll
where they're
see,
going to be
huh?
like, but you know what I mean? Like, is it like, it's like a little fight that like, is it going to be a thing down the road where like 15 years down the road, something else
Like,
is going to
that
piss them off?
Mother
And he's going to
bleeping
go,
blah,
God
blah."
damn it, Des, you didn't clean up the blah, blah, blah.
And here's what I do to Marie every once in a while. It's not snapping to that level, but she had a pan. She made cheesy potatoes, right? And she made it in
Mm.
like a cake pan. And she would put soap in there and water to soak it. 5 days later, it was
Yeah.
still soaking in there after I had cleaned every dish around there. And she's like, huh, you can't just clean that one too? And I'm like, I didn't eat your cheesy potatoes. I didn't want the cheesy potatoes. I didn't make the cheesy potatoes. I didn't put the water and soap in there. That's yours. And she's like, like it's such a big deal. You're doing the other dishes anyway. So you know what I did? Put it in her bathroom.
No, you
Yep.
did
She
not.
I left for work. I leave for work at 3:45 in the
You're
morning.
such a butt.
She got up at like 7 and there's a pan of cheesy potato gross water right above her sink.
So I think that probably when the kids are grown up and gone, that's when Taylor will probably start getting mad at me because guess what? He wonders, who was it? Now it's always going to be
What if it is a thing where the kids are growing up, they move out, and all of a sudden he starts noticing 90-ish% of it was Des.
Yep.
The whole time the
I know
seats are
it's
still
not, so that's
dirty.
good.
The food's still all over the place. She's getting angry over things. He's like, I blamed so much of this on the children.
Oh,
and this
I'll
is
always be
mostly
hangry.
Des. Oh, that's a
It'll
for sure.
just never change.
I'm out of all of the stuff we admitted to today,
Whew.
knowing I can't do 10,000 steps in a day, that was shocking.
So shocking.
But I am
Your
floored
temper.
that you can't
Shocking.
walk and
Drink.
drink.
I know.
That is the shocking thing of all shock. for me
Let's
today.
do a video and we can share it on social media here whenever. Could
What will
be
happen
today.
if you try to drink?
It just doesn't feel right.
Oh, I hope she drools all
That's
over
what I'm
herself.
saying.
I gotta see
Did you
this.
just spill all over yourself?
It's like I don't trust the hole. You know what I mean? Like I feel
But isn't it your mouth that's on the hole?
yeah, but it's like two holes. So it's like I go to take a drink and it's like I've had it drizzle down. You've seen me. If I'm wearing white, I have coffee, it drips down. There's nothing. in there.
No, I know. I
But-
put my finger on your finger hole. Sorry.
Please don't
this is-
finger my hole. My
I don't know if
coffee
you-
hole.
Yeah, well, make sure you say this is how Des drinks most things, and it's the funniest thing ever. I've only seen two people in my life do it: Des and Donald Trump. They literally go like this.
It's because it's big.
It's not
Two-handed?
just two hands and
Yep.
tip back. I'm like, is it like a sippy cup?
No,
The
it's,
toe fingers.
It's because it's
Just
like
little
it's
toe
this. I
fingers.
feel like I could. Yeah, but I just go like that normally.
Yeah, it's both. It's both.
Yeah, I mean, I could do it like that sometimes.
All
Don't
right.
judge.
We're going to test it out. We're going to see you drink and walk at the same time.
Bye, people.
Crisco, Des, and West, the After Hours podcast.
After Hours.